They aren't just homes, they're monuments to power, ego, and unfiltered wealth. From gold-plated ceilings to underground vaults, these properties cost more than private islands and rival entire skyscrapers in price. This isn't just real estate, it's global domination with a front door. These are the 20 most expensive homes in the world right now. Let's start in New York City, where a penthouse almost touches the clouds. Number 20, Central Park South Penthouse. High above Manhattan, hedge fund billionaire Ken Griffin dropped $238 million in cash for a single apartment, making it the most expensive home ever sold in the US. This penthouse isn't just a home, it's a statement. Carved into the skyline, it stretches across 4 floors with sweeping, unobstructed views of Central Park, floor-to-ceiling windows, and an address that whispers exclusivity. Designed by architect Robert A.M. Stern, the building is a modern fortress with limestone cladding, a private motor court, and a lobby so discreet it barely feels like you're in one of the busiest cities in the world. Griffin reportedly doesn't even live there full-time. When you're worth billions, sometimes your $238 million home is just another pin on the map. From the Big Apple to the hills of Bel Air. Number 19, the One Bel Air. The One isn't a house, it's a hypermansion. Perched high above Los Angeles and Bel Air, this 105,000 square foot mega estate was once listed for $500 million, before eventually selling for $295 million. Designed by Niall Niami, it was built to be the most expensive home in America. Featuring 21 bedrooms, 42 bathrooms, a nightclub, 4-lane bowling alley, sky deck, a 50-car garage, and even its own beauty salon. It has 5 pools and a moat-like water feature that wraps around the house like something out of a Bond film. It was originally built on speculation, no owner, just an idea that someone, somewhere would want to own a city in the sky. It's less a residence, more a real estate fever dream turned reality. Let's jump across the world to a royal retreat in India. Number 18, Antilia, Mumbai. Antilia isn't just a home, it's a vertical palace. Soaring 27 stories high in the heart of Mumbai, this $2 billion skyscraper residence belongs to Mukesh Ambani, chairman of Reliance Industries and one of the richest men alive. With 3 helipads, a private cinema, snow room, 9 high-speed elevators, and parking for 168 cars, Antilia defies any traditional idea of a house. It even has a staff of 600 to maintain its many moving parts. Built to withstand earthquakes and designed according to traditional Vastushastra principles, it towers over Mumbai both physically and symbolically. Its massive scale and jaw-dropping cost sparked global headlines and local controversy. But love it or hate it, Antilia is unmatched in ambition and scale. Now we're heading to the French Riviera. Number 17, Villa Leopolda, France. Perched on the French Riviera, Villa Leopolda is the kind of estate that feels more like a fairy tale than a real address. Once owned by Belgian royalty, this 18-acre estate was later tied to billionaire banker Edmond Safra and rumored to be eyed by Russian oligarchs and tech titans alike. With olive groves, cypress trees, and gardens manicured like Versailles, it blends old-world grandeur with staggering privacy. The villa itself spans nearly 30,000 square feet, featuring crystal chandeliers, marble staircases, and sprawling salons overlooking the Mediterranean. Its beauty is matched only by its history, occupied by Nazis during World War II and immortalized in films like To Catch a Thief. This isn't just a home, it's a piece of European legend. From classic Europe to futuristic Silicon Valley luxury. Number 16, Palo Alto Tech Mansion. Hidden behind Silicon Valley's curtain of wealth and secrecy sits a $130 million tech estate that feels more like a digital fortress than a home. While few exact details are public thanks to NDAs and private transactions, this mansion belongs to a tech mogul rumored to be involved in AI or cloud infrastructure. Think bunker grout security, glass wall design, and underground labs outfitted for both luxury and innovation. Inside, biometric access rooms, a private server vault, virtual reality theater, and a meditation suite designed by monks flown in from Japan. The house even recycles its own water, runs on solar and battery backup, and includes drone surveillance capabilities. It's not flashy, it's future-proof. Built not just to impress, but to operate independently of the world outside. Let's fly to the Middle East for something few have seen. Number 15. The Royal Palace Riyadh. Tucked deep in the heart of Saudi Arabia's capital is a palace so vast and so secretive it's barely glimpsed by the public. Estimated to be worth over $1 billion, this royal compound in Riyadh serves as a primary residence for members of the Saudi royal family. The property stretches across acres of land and includes multiple mansions, gardens, heliports, private mosques, and opulent halls designed for entertaining heads of state and royalty. Inside, it's said to be later in marble, 24-karat gold, and rare Persian carpets built to dazzle and protect. Defense-grade security ensures it functions like a kingdom within a kingdom. It's less a house, more a private capital, where every inch screams power, wealth, and legacy. Now to London, where old money and new meet behind gates. Number 14, Kensington Palace Gardens, London. Nicknamed Billionaires Row, Kensington Palace Gardens is where oligarchs, royals, and tech titans buy their privacy in stone and steel. One of the most valuable homes here, valued at around $230 million, belongs to Indian steel magnate Lakshmi Mittal. The estate features dozens of bedrooms, marble imported from the same quarry as the Taj Mahal, and bulletproof windows shielding opulence from the world outside. What you're really paying for here isn't just architecture, it's proximity. Neighbors include the Sultan of Brunei, Roman Abramovich, and actual royalty. The road itself is gated, guarded, and patrolled like a sovereign state. It's not just prime London real estate, it's where international wealth goes when it wants to blend into history. Next is an estate hidden in the Swiss mountains, number 13, the Alpina Gstaad Mansion. Tucked into the icy elegance of the Swiss Alps, the Alpina Gstaad Mansion is more fortress than chalet. Worth over $120 million, this private estate neighbors the ultra-luxury Alpina Hotel, but operates entirely on its own level. Inside, hand-carved wood, 17th century stone fireplaces, a private spa carved into the mountain, and bulletproof glass walls offering panoramic views of snow-covered peaks. The owner, officially undisclosed but rumored to be a tech billionaire who wanted absolute discretion and alpine air, helicopter pads, underground garages, and staff quarters are seamlessly hidden beneath the snowline. This isn't a ski lodge, it's a high-security sanctuary dressed as winter wonderland. When the world feels loud, this is where the ultra-wealthy come to disappear. From snow to sand, Dubai is next. Number 12. Emirates Hills Estate, Dubai. Known as the Beverly Hills of Dubai, Emirates Hills is where wealth wears diamonds on its driveway. One estate here, valued at $135 million, features 60,000 square feet of polished marble floors, private elevators, gold-plated interiors, and panoramic views of the Montgomery Golf Course. Owned by an unnamed royal family member, the home boasts not one but 3 swimming pools, an underground cinema, an in-house art gallery, and a private spa modeled after Turkish hammams. Exotic cars line the motor court, while smart tech systems run the estate with military precision. In a city already drenched in extravagance, this home manages to stand out elegant, massive, and unapologetically opulent. It's not just a house, it's a monument to modern Middle Eastern luxury. Let's talk beachfront power now, straight from Malibu. Number 11, Paradise Cove Mansion, Malibu. Perched on the cliffs of Malibu's Paradise Cove, this $177 million estate redefines beachfront luxury. Bought by venture capitalist Mark Andreessen, it shattered California's real estate record when the deal closed. The home spans over 10,000 square feet, with sweeping ocean views, glass walls that vanish into the coastline, and private stairs leading directly to the sand. It includes multiple guest houses, a home theater, and a spa complex, with its own Himalayan salt room. But the real draw is location. This strip of Malibu is known as the Billionaires Beach, and properties here rarely hit the market. It's not just a home, it's a quiet fortress for the ultra-connected. one where sunsets, surf, and silence cost more than entire skyscrapers. Now into the top 10, and it starts with a familiar face. Number 10, Bill Gates' Xanadu 2.0, Washington. Built into the hillside of Medina, Washington, Xanadu 2.0 is Bill Gates' ultra-modern ecotech fortress, estimated at $130 million. Named after the fictional estate in Citizen Kane, this 66,000 square foot mansion blends old school ambition with next-gen engineering. The home features a 60-foot pool with an underwater sound system, a 2,500 square foot gym, a 1,000 square foot dining room, and a massive private library with a hidden bar. But what truly sets it apart is its tech. Sensors monitor lighting, temperature, and music for each visitor. Digital displays allow guests to change artwork on the walls instantly. And the house is built with 500-year-old Douglas fir beams, because if you're Bill Gates, modern doesn't mean soulless. This isn't just a smart home. It's a software-driven masterpiece, designed for the man who helped create the digital age. From tech wizardry to Italian elegance. Number 9, Villa Les Cèdres, France. Originally built in 1830, Villa Les Cèdres is the kind of estate that royalty dreams in. Nestled in the French Riviera, this $410 million mansion once belonged to King Leopold II of Belgium. It spans 18,000 square feet, but it's the surrounding 35-acre botanical garden home to over 14,000 rare plants that makes it feel like a living museum. Inside, the villa is lined with 19th century artwork, gilded chandeliers, and antique furniture preserved like treasures. It even has a ballroom, stables for 30 horses, and a wood-paneled library with thousands of books. The Mediterranean laps at its private shoreline, and the air smells of lemon groves and history. For the ultra-wealthy, this isn't just a getaway, it's a throne disguised as a vacation home. Next, a crown jewel of Beverly Hills. Number 8, Chartwell Estate, California. Rising above Bel Air, the Chartwell Estate is a piece of Hollywood lore wrapped in French neoclassical architecture. Most famously featured in the Beverly Hillbillies, this $150 million mansion was once owned by media mogul Jerry Perenchio. With 25,000 square feet of living space, it includes a ballroom, a 12,000-bottle wine cellar, and panoramic views stretching from downtown LA to the Pacific Ocean. The estate sits on over 10 acres, complete with formal gardens, underground tunnels, a guest house, and a private 75-foot pool. Despite its old-world charm, it's armed with state-of-the-art security and climate-controlled everything. It's not just real estate, it's legacy property in a city that reinvents itself every 10 minutes, and in a market built on flash, Chartwell whispers generational wealth. Back to Asia for a residence built like a fortress. Number 7, Buckingham Palace. It's not on the market and probably never will be, but if Buckingham Palace were listed, experts estimate its value at nearly $5 billion. With 775 rooms, 78 bathrooms, a ballroom, a throne room, and its own post office, it's less a home and more a functioning monarchy wrapped in limestone. This London icon spans 828,000 square feet and serves as both the official residence of the British monarch and a symbol of centuries-old power. It's not just priceless because of architecture or size, it's history, diplomacy, and sovereignty housed under one roof. Even when empty, Buckingham Palace generates millions in tourism. If real estate defines wealth, then this isn't just the crown jewel of the UK, it's the most elite residence on Earth. On to the Hamptons, America's playground for billionaires. Number 6, Fairfield Mansion, New York. Stretching across 63 acres in the Hamptons, Fairfield Mansion is one of the largest private homes in America, and easily one of the priciest. Owned by billionaire Ira Renner, the estate is valued at over $250 million and includes 29 bedrooms, 39 bathrooms, 3 swimming pools, a 164-seat theater, and a power plant to keep it all running independently. The main house alone spans 62,000 square feet, designed in a Neo-Palladian style, with marble floors, private elevators, and sweeping views of the Atlantic. Fairfield isn't just a home, it's a self-contained world, complete with basketball courts, a bowling alley, and underground tunnels connecting key areas. In a town filled with opulence, this estate doesn't just stand out, it retreat now to an island estate with movie-worthy views. Number 5. Blossom Estate, Palm Beach. Blossom Estate isn't just beachfront property. It's a private kingdom stitched together from 4 adjacent parcels along Palm Beach's Billionaires Row. Once owned by billionaire hedge fund manager Ken Griffin, this $130 million compound spans over 8 acres with direct access to the Atlantic. It features multiple mansions, meticulously manicured gardens, and its own stretch of pristine white sand beach. Interiors boast custom marble, European antiques, and ceilings hand-painted to mimic the skies above Tuscany. While many estates flex with flash, Blossom whispers with restrained power, presented in the most elegant, quiet way possible. And in Palm Beach, where money is generational and names are whispered, that subtlety is its own kind of royalty. Up next, where art meets architecture. Number 4. Ellison Estate, Woodside. Tucked into the hills of Woodside, California, Oracle co-founder Larry Ellison's $200 million estate isn't just a home, it's a vision brought to life. Inspired by Japanese imperial architecture, the 23-acre compound features a man-made lake, waterfalls, koi ponds, and a tea house crafted by artisans flown in from Kyoto. The main residence blends minimalist design with rare materials, ancient cedar wood, imported stone, and custom tile work that took years to install. Beyond beauty, it's engineered for privacy and security. Hidden from the world despite being just miles from Silicon Valley, Ellison, a collector of real estate from Malibu to Hawaii, calls this one his masterpiece. It's part temple, part tech mogul sanctuary, and completely unlike anything else in the Bay Area. Into the top 3 now, with a mansion that took over a mountain. Number 3. Mesa Vista Ranch, Texas. In the wide open plains of the Texas Panhandle sits Mesa Vista Ranch, a $250 million personal kingdom built by oil tycoon T. Boone Pickens. Spanning over 64,000 acres, it's not just a home, it's a self-sufficient world. The main lodge alone is 33,000 square feet, featuring a private airport, golf course, tennis court, chapel, and even a pub relocated from England. The estate is powered by its own wind turbines and includes 7 miles of private river and one of the most advanced water reclamation systems in the country. Pickens stocked it with bison, deer, and hundreds of bird species, turning it into a living wildlife sanctuary. Mesa Vista isn't flashy, it's powerful. It's Texas money in its rawest, boldest form. Now for a private Caribbean compound built like a resort. Number 2. The Odeon Tower Penthouse, Monaco. Floating above the Mediterranean in one of the world's wealthiest zip codes, the Odeon Tower Penthouse in Monaco redefines sky-high living. Valued at $330 million, this 5-story residence includes a rooftop infinity pool with a water slide, yes, a slide, from your living room to your pool 560 feet in the air. Spanning over 35,000 square feet, it features 360-degree views of the French Riviera, marble everything, and private elevators. Located in the second tallest building on Europe's coast, it sits in a tax haven where billionaires quietly collect both yachts and square footage. This isn't just a penthouse, it's a symbol, a vertical palace in a vertical kingdom, where the view itself is part of the price tag. And finally, the most expensive private home on Earth. Number 1. Antilia, deep dive and unique features. Antilia deserves a second look, not just because of its $2 billion price tag, but because of what it represents. It's not tucked into the hills or floating above a coast. It rises 27 stories in the center of Mumbai, unapologetically bold. Towering above one of the world's most densely populated cities, built by Mukesh Ambani, it houses a ballroom with crystal chandeliers that double as ceiling art, a snow room that blasts artificial flakes year-round, and hanging gardens engineered to cool the air. It has 3 helipads, 9 elevators, and an entire floor for car maintenance. Antilia is not hidden, it was never meant to be. Its visibility is power. Real estate not just as shelter, but as a global symbol of status, dominance, and permanence. Which of these homes would you live in if money wasn't a problem? Leave your thoughts in the comments.